All right. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a good week. Pretty mellow lunchtime flow today. We'll get into the hips because mine are feeling pretty tight, thanks to all of the sitting I've been doing. Hello, Yvonne. Let me go ahead and chat you the playlist. It's a pretty fun one today, I have to say. So with that, feel free to queue up the playlist. You can click play on the first song and we'll just start in a comfortable seat. So whatever that looks like for you, you can cross your legs, you can sit on your heels, you can sit on a block, blanket, anything that feels good. And I'm gonna play the first song in 3, 2, 1, start. Veronica, yeah, hips and IT band. So much sitting. Figured we can open them up a bit. All right, so just find your comfortable seat. If it feels okay to you, you're welcome to close your eyes. And if that doesn't feel good to you, leave them open, but maybe you find a bit of softness with your gaze. Just relax your face. So the temples, the spaces between and around your eyes, your forehead. It might feel nice to just gently part your lips, really allow your jaw to soften. And same thing, a lot of sitting, a lot of kind of curling over, typing on our computers. Notice what you're holding in your shoulders. And see if you can just drop your shoulders down your back. You might even lift them up, kind of scrunch up, get really, really tense. And then exhale, just let them go. You can place your hands anywhere that feels meaningful to you. So maybe it just rests on your thighs, your knees. You might bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart, maybe both hands to your heart. Just take this time to settle in. Slow, deep inhales and exhales. As you breathe in, really feel your belly, your chest expand. Maybe you sit a little bit taller. As you exhale, get heavy, get empty, and just sink into the support of your mat, any props you might be sitting on. Your mind starts to wander to your to-do lists, any things that are just outside of this practice. You can notice these thoughts for what they are. Maybe just let them drift away. And if it's just for the next 60 minutes, can you quiet the mind, just give yourself a little vacation from all the mind chatter we tend to live with. Giving yourself this time to move, to breathe, trusting that everything we have going on will be there waiting for us when we're done. Just take this time for you. We'll stay in our seat for a few more rounds of breath. You are welcome to stay still. If some gentle head rolls sound like they would feel nice, feel free to add those in as well. You can drop your chin down to your chest, ear to same side shoulder. It doesn't really matter which direction you start with. You can lift your gaze up to the ceiling and then drop your other ear down to your other shoulder. Nice big circles, releasing any tension through the neck. If one area feels especially tight, kind of sticky, you can pause there, take a few extra rounds of breath. It might even feel nice to lift your hand, give yourself a little massage in any super tense spots. You can slowly switch the direction of that head roll. Take one more full round of breath. Gently bring your gaze back to center. If your eyes are still closed as you feel ready, you can gently blink your eyes open. So we'll stay in a seat and take what I call deer pose in yin. So it's kind of funky. We're gonna bend our right knee in front of us. So this knee, or this hip I should say, is an external rotation. Sweep your right knee behind you. So you're kind of making these like two 90-degree angles with each leg. And we'll take both sides, but it's really nice because you find this external rotation in the front hip, internal rotation in the back. Oftentimes you'll notice this back hip, so for us right now, it's our left hip, kind of lifts off of the mat. That's okay, right? But do try to ground that left sits bone down into your mat. Then you can change the angle of your shin. So if this is a little bit too much, it might feel better to bring your heels closer in towards you. Then just play around. You can take a little shift forward, a little shift back. For me, I always feel this more in my back hip. In my body, external rotation, so what this front knee is doing feels a lot easier. It's internal rotation that I really start to feel pretty tight, pretty sticky. So again, just little shifts forward, back, notice what you feel. Good. Keep your legs exactly as they are, and let's start to take a little forward fold. So walk your fingertips forward, so you're folding over this right shin. This might deepen the stretch in the outer right hip. It might feel kind of like a half pigeon here. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Soften your shoulders. Good. Walk your fingertips up and over to the right. So you might even drop your right forearm down to your mat. Reach your left fingertips up and over. Just adding a little left side body stretch. Then same thing, if forearm doesn't feel good, maybe just come to your right palm. Open up your chest to the front of the room. So left shoulder slides back, right shoulder slides forward. Breathe into left side of your body. 2 more breaths. And switching sides, inhale brings you up and over. Drop your left hand down, reach right fingertips up and over. So getting into the right side body this time. 3 slow, deep rounds of breath. Good. Bring that back through center. Sweep your left leg out in front of you, but keep your right knee bent. Janu Shirshasana over your left leg. Flex your left foot, big inhale, reach your arms up, turn your torso to face this left leg. Then exhale, you find your fold. First forward fold of class, maybe of your day, maybe of your week. So again, doesn't have to be 0 to 100. It can be a gentle, simple forward fold. Breathe into this left hamstring. If hands don't reach your foot, you can always grab a strap, a towel, a t-shirt, whatever you have handy. Kind of bridge that gap. 3 more rounds of breath. As you inhale, can you find a bit of length in your spine? So pull heart forward. And as you exhale, find a little softness, more depth in the fold. Last breath. Slowly, easily start to curl up. Same exact thing on the other side. So bend your left knee in front of you this time. Sweep your right knee behind you. We come into this deer shape. Again, same, different side, it might feel different, right? So just get curious. You can play around with that little shift of weight forward, back. As best as you can, try to ground your right sits bone into your mat. You can always adjust the angle of your shins. Let's add that little forward fold. Reach your fingertips forward. Fold over your left shin. And again, you might feel that kind of half pigeon sensation in the outer left hip. 2 more breaths. Walk fingertips over to the left. Either left palm or left forearm comes down. Reach your right fingertips up and over. One more big breath. Inhale brings you up and over. Drop your right palm down. Reach your left fingertips up. Breathe into left side body. 3 big breaths. Good. Slowly come back through center. Swing your right leg out in front of you. Straighten your right leg. Left knee stays bent. Janu Shirshasana on this side. Inhale, reach your fingertips up, get tall. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Drop both shoulders in one line, so it's a forward fold rather than a side body stretch. Yeah. 3 rounds of breath. Guide your awareness into that right hamstring. Keep flexing your right foot. Every inhale brings some length. Every exhale, a little softness, a little depth. Let's take one more round of breath. And slowly start to roll up. So I'm going to turn so you can see me a little bit better. Send both legs out in front of you. Take a big inhale as you reach both fingertips up, sit tall. Then exhale, fold over both legs. Just 3 rounds of breath here. Slowly start to roll up. Bend your knees, plant soles of both feet to the mat. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips face forward. 1 round of hammock to open up the front side body. As you inhale, press into both feet, both hands, lift your hips up. So just open up through your chest, lift those hips a little bit higher, bring some strength into your legs, your glutes. You have 3. Breathe for 2. And 1. Good. Slowly drop your hips all the way down. Rock over your knees. Let's come to tabletop all fours. A few rounds of cat-cow just to wake up the spine. Rinse that out. Spread your fingers wide. Shoulders stack over your wrists. Hips over knees. And inhale, find your cow pose. Drop your belly. Pull your heart through your arms. Open your chest. Exhale, round into your cat. Press away from your mat. Round your spine, tuck your chin. 2 more, move with your breath. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly, slight lift with your knees. And exhale, cat. Round it out. Create space between each vertebra. Last time, inhale, cow. Shoulders away from ears, open heart. Exhale, cat, round. 2 rounds of breath, just have some fun. Any movements that feel good. So maybe it's more rounds of just your simple basic cat-cow. Maybe you kind of add some big circular motions in your hips, your spine. You can nod your head yes, shake it no, take some twists. Maybe just rest in a child's pose. You know what you need. You know your body a bit better than I do, right? So now's your time to just tune in and the movement that serves you. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath, whatever you need. Find that neutral table once again. Spread your fingers wide. Find this little grip with your fingertips. Tuck your toes under. Inhale as you engage through your belly. Exhale, slow and controlled. Lift your hips up and back. Find your first downward facing dog. Same here. You can stay still. If what you're craving is movement, add it in. Feel free to pedal out your heels. If you nod your head yes, shake it no. So really firm down through both palms. Little grip with your fingertips. From your forearms in towards one another, and then start to externally rotate your upper arm. So a fancy way of saying, roll your triceps down, armpits in towards your face. Just feel this openness through your shoulders. Gaze back towards your feet, so soften through your neck. And if this is all hamstrings right now, always feel free to take a slight or big bend in your knees. Use that to press away from your mat. Send your hips up and back, lengthen spine. And then start to draw your ribs and navel in. So we take out that back bend, belly still stay strong and active. 3 more rounds of breath. If you feel like you're a bit more open, maybe you let your heels melt towards the mat. Towards being the key word. It's totally okay if your heels don't touch. Let's take 1 more big round of breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step 1 foot at a time, top of your mat, ragdoll pose. Stangle, forward fold. You can grab for opposite elbows, take a sway side to side. Maybe nod your head yes, shake it no. Evenly distribute your weight between heels and balls of your feet. Keep sending your hips up, and then little internal rotation of your legs. So think about the inner thigh spiraling towards the back of the room. You should notice that this allows you to get a little bit deeper into your folds. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Gently release any grip you found with your arms. Ground down through soles of both feet. Tuck your chin. Slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. You come all the way up. Bring your gaze forward. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, drop your shoulders down your back. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Stand a little bit taller. If you have an intention that you want to set for your practice, now's a good time. Be something as simple as just want to move. Release any stagnant energy from inside all week. Whatever it might be, take a big inhale, stand a little bit taller. Open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Let it flow. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up, get taller. Exhale, fold forward, lead with your heart. So try to keep a nice flat back all the way down. Inhale, find your first half lift. So reach crown of head forward. Fingertips can stay on mat. Hands can come to shins or thighs. And exhale, find your fold. Plant your hands, step 1 foot back at a time into your high plank pose. Hold it here. Strong, active shape. So really press away from your mat. Feel that broadening through shoulder blades. And then slide your shoulders down your back. So think about crown of head reaching forward, but keep sending your heels back. Squeeze your quads, zip your belly button towards your spine. You got this. Just a little bit forward. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. You can always drop knees on the way for support. Untuck your toes, tent up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands a bit wider, elbows reach up to the ceiling. Oscillating cobras. As you inhale, peel your heart up. And as you exhale, lower it down. Let's take this about 3 to 4 more times. I'll quiet down, just let you move at your own pace. Those legs are active. Keep firming tops of feet into your mat. Inhale as you peel your heart forward and up. Let's take this 1 to 2 more times. Whenever you're done, send your hips to heels, child's pose. Just a moment here to pause, open up those hips, reach fingertips forward, inhale. As you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale fills you up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, mountain, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring hands down to heart. Inhale, sweep arms up, get tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, hands down, step back, high plank pose. One breath in, press away from your mat, slight shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to belly. Just one cobra this time. Inhale, heart forward and up. Elbows back, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, soften it down. Downward dog, you can travel through a child's pose or straight up through a high plank, you choose. And take a full round of breath as you settle in. Take this one more time. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel top of mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up, mountain. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, hands down, step back, high plank. You choose how you flow. You can lower to belly or shift forward, lower halfway down, chaturanga, elbows to sides. Heart forward and up, find your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good, right away. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, bend your right knee, open up your hip. So keep both palms grounded, square off your shoulders. And you can stay still. Maybe you add some movement, a little ankle circle. Maybe you draw a big circle with your right knee. Get deeper into those hips. Good, take one more breath. Next, inhale, lengthen right leg long behind you, square off your hips. Exhale, step right foot between your hands. Drop your left knee, untuck your left toes, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, reach both arms up, overhead. So notice if you're just dumping into the low back, kind of losing all of that engagement through your core. Think about firming your inner thighs in towards one another. Zip your low belly in and up. Actively reach fingertips up to the ceiling. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, take an open arm twist to the right. So reach your left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Inhale, reach arms back through center, face forward. Exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanuman, hands down to mat or to blocks. Pull your hips back, fold over your right leg. So we're gonna dance through this 2 more times, something to show you if you're feeling like you're tight in your IT band. When I say half splits, feel free to reach your fingertips outside of your right leg, and you should feel this in your IT band. Cool? Take one more round of breath wherever you are. Inhale, low lunge, bend your right knee, sweep both arms up. As you exhale, open arm twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, half splits, hands down, pull your hips back, flex your right foot. One more time, inhale, low lunge, sweep your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, arms up through center. Exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Stay for a full round of breath. Inhale, pull heart forward. Exhale, deepen your fold. Rebend into your right knee, plant your hands. Step it back, high plank, vinyasa of choice. Take your flow. Your downward dog, left side. Inhale, float your left leg high. Exhale, bend your left knee, open that up. You can stay still. You can add your ankle circle, your big knee circle, whatever you need. Let's take one more round of breath. Good. Inhale, lengthen right leg, square off your hips. Exhale, step left foot between your hands. Low lunge, drop your right knee, untuck your right toes. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Anjaneyasana. Again, find that engagement through your legs, through your belly, hips and shoulders face forward. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath. As you exhale, open arm twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, pulls you back up through center. Exhale, half splits, hands down, mat or blocks. Pull your hips back, fold over your left leg. Prioritize the length of your spine, so send your tailbone back. Pull your heart forward. You can always bring the floor up to you with blocks, books, whatever you have. Take this 2 more times, a little faster. Bend your left knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist, move with your breath. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, half splits, pull your hips back. Option for that IT band variation. One more time, bend your left knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, half splits. Stay for one full round of breath. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, you soften. Rebend into your left knee, plant your hands. Step it back, high plank. Take your flow. Through your nose, take a big inhale, fill up. Exhale, however you need, let something go. Next inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, one time, hug it in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step right foot between your hands. Easy twist, left palm down. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up to the ceiling. Lift out of your left shoulder, open up your heart. It's like you're slightly leaning back. Take one more big breath. And exhale, release both hands inside of your right foot. Walk it to the back, Skandasana. Bend into your left knee, straighten your right leg. It's okay if this left heel comes up a little bit. Again, we all have different bodies. Take one more breath. Rebend into your right knee, runner's lunge. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, as you pull your hips back, fold over your right leg. Take a little bend in your right knee, gaze forward. Float your left leg high, standing split, just for a breath. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, feet together, or hips width. Drop your hips, reach your arms up. Sink your weight into your heels. Hug the ribs, the navel in, so keep that engagement through your belly. And then I like to think about reaching pinky fingers in towards one another. Just notice if that gives your shoulders a little more space to soften down your back. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold forward, let that go. Inhale, half lift, lengthen spine. Exhale, fold, hands down. You can step or hop it back. Vinyasa, take your flow. If you play with a hop back, just make sure you land in chaturanga, elbows bent. Good. Left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, cat-like spine, hug it in. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, step left foot through. Easy twist, right quad active. Inhale, reach left fingertips up to the ceiling. Find your twist. Take one more breath. Hands inside of your left foot, Skandasana. Bend into your right knee, back of mat. So right heel might be up, might be down. Take 2 more big rounds of breath. Whew. Good. Walk forward, runner's lunge. Bend into your left knee. Pull your heart forward. As you exhale, pull your hips back. Fold over your left leg. Little bend. Walk your fingertips forward. Standing splits. Just a transition. Right leg high. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose once again. Drop your hips down. Sweep your arms up. We've been here once before. So, muscle memory, bring you back into it. Maybe sink a little bit lower. Good. Inhale. To the left first, open arm twist. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center, sit lower. Exhale, fold forward, let that go. Inhale, half lift, find your length. Exhale, fold, hands down, step or hop it back. Take your vinyasa of choice. Know that you can always skip your flow, send it right back to downward dog. You do what feels right to you. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to the right. See how high it can get, little tap. Inhale, leg high. Twist, exhale, knee to the left. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, step foot between your hands. Warrior one, spin your left heel down, keep your right knee bent. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Settle in. So if you feel like you need more space for your hips, you can always walk this right foot more towards the right. Really get ground down through the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Then find this internal rotation. So think about inner left thigh spiraling up to the ceiling. Send your left hip forward, pull your right hip back. Good. Fingertips up, take a big inhale. As you exhale, interlace hands at your low back. Inhale, straighten your arms, open up your heart. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Good. You know, it's not an easy shape, but it's a big symbol of surrender. So what can you let go of? What can you release? Soften through your neck. Ground down through both strong legs. 2 more breaths. Bring hands to low back first, then gently unclasp. Bring hands inside of your right foot. Pivot, cross-arito, wide leg forward fold. So toes face the left side of your mat. Take an inhale, half lift, lengthen spine. Exhale as you deepen your fold. You guys. All right, so a little pigeon toe action. So your toes are slightly in, heels slightly out. And then ground down to the pinky toe edges of both feet. Little shift of weight forward, so more into the balls of your feet. It might feel a little scary just for a moment, but your legs, your core are super strong. You won't go anywhere. 2 more breaths. Slowly short, not a good call when you're recording yourself. Last breath. Again, keeping those strong legs, strong belly with a flat back. Inhale, reach all the way up, star pose. So straighten arms, straighten legs. Exhale, goddess, spin your heels in, toes out. Drop your hips. I'll turn to face you. So getting into the inner thighs here. Heels in, toes out. Ground down through your heels. And then make sure your knees are tracking over your feet. 3 more rounds of breath. Maybe your hands are at your heart. You might take a more traditional goddess, elbows out to the sides. Index fingers can tap your thumbs. Good. For your next inhale, find star pose. Once again, straighten arms, straighten legs. Front of the room, exhale, find your warrior 2. Right toes face forward, bend your right knee. Left leg is straight and strong. Press into pinky toe edge of your left foot. Reach your arms in opposite directions. 1 more breath. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Straighten your right leg, reach your right arm up and back. Open right side body. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Send your hips back. Reach your right fingertips, crown of head forward. Hands can come down to shin. Maybe you use your mat or a block. Lengthen both sides of your waists. Reach left fingertips up to the ceiling. Three more rounds of breath. Keep opening up through your chest. Arms are active. slowly release into your lizard. So bring both hands inside of your right foot. Pivot your left heel up, bend into your right knee. Walk your right foot to the right side of your mat. Up to you. You can keep your left knee active, lifted. If you take a more passive variation, drop your left knee. You might lower your forearms to mat, to block, whatever you have handy. If you're craving the quad stretch, you might bend your left knee. Right arm can reach up and back. Maybe it grabs for that left foot. 5 deep rounds of breath. Good. Start to let that go wherever you are. Plant both hands down. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Big step forward, yogi squat, malasana. Left foot outside of left hand. Drop your hips. Elbows come to inner knees, inner thighs. Palms to your heart. Keep reaching your tailbone down, lift your heart. Options here, you can always bring a block underneath your seat, like so. If you feel this a lot in your ankles, you might roll up a blanket, bring it underneath your heels. 2 more rounds of breath. So we're gonna play with a little strengthening. Press down through both feet, reach your fingertips forward, come up about halfway. Little pulses for 10, so hips drop down an inch, up an inch. 9, 8, squeeze the glutes, 7, knees over feet, 6, hug the belly in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, straighten arms, straighten legs. You can reach arms up overhead. And then exhale, fold forward, let that go. You can take a little sway side to side if that feels good. Kind of shake that out. Reach fingertips down, heel, toe, feet, all the way together to touch. Inhale, half lift, find a bit of length, reset. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stand tall, press palms together. Exhale, bring both hands down to your heart. Good work, you guys. Let's take tree pose, ground down through the sole of your right foot. And then left foot can either, ball of left foot can stay on your mat, little kickstand. You might bring foot to your right calf. You might guide sole of left foot to inner right thigh. Any option works. Hug everything into the midline, so press foot into leg, leg back into foot. Try to square off your hips. Hug the belly in. Stand a little taller. You can take any arm variation that feels fun. Maybe you grow your branches. If you really want to challenge yourself, maybe you close your eyes just to notice how that totally changes the shape. And your point of focus, your gaze, your drishti, if your eyes are open. 3 more breaths. From your tree pose, stay grounded through your right leg. Lift your left foot up, left knee comes forward. Warrior 3, kick your left leg behind you as you hinge your torso forward. So aiming to create a capital T from the side of your body. Internal rotation of that back left leg, so drop your outer left hip, spiral inner left thigh up to the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Keep your legs exactly as they are. Just reach fingertips down to mat or block. So we're in a standing L shape. Open up into your half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand might use a block, a book, or maybe it just comes to your mat. Stack your left hip over your right. Left hand can come to your hip. Or maybe you reach left fingertips up to the ceiling. Big balancing shape. You got this. Come back to your breath. 3 more big rounds. Slow and controlled, step back, find your warrior 2. Bend into your right knee. Left foot makes your way to the mat. I'm gonna adjust myself a little bit. Good, warrior 2, we've been here once before. Settle in. Flip your right palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Sweep your left fingertips forward. So this right forearm might rest on your right thigh. Keep it light though. Don't collapse all of your weight down. You might bring right hand to mat, block. And if you have any other variations you want to explore, maybe a half bind. Wrap your left arm around your low back. Maybe a full bind, right arm reaches under your right thigh. Maybe your hands connect. Keep opening up your chest to the ceiling. Ground down through pinky toe edge of left foot. 2 more rounds of breath. Wherever you are, slowly release. Easy twist, left palm down. Reach your right fingertips up just to rinse that out. Exhale, both hands down. Step your right foot back. Vinyasa. Take your flow of choice. Good work, you guys. You have 3 rounds of breath. You can stay in downward dog. You might drop down into a child's pose. Long sequence. We'll take it on the left side. And then start to slow things down. 1 more breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Left side, let's do this. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the core. Inhale, leg high. Exhale to the left. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, twist it to the right. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, step it through. Warrior 1, spin your right heel down, bend your left knee. Inhale with control. Reach both arms up. And as best as you can, square off those hips, those shoulders forward. Hug the belly in. Reach your arms up. Interlace hands at your low back. Inhale as you punch your fist down, open chest. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Two more rounds of breath. Hands come down, unclasp, bring them inside of your left foot. Prasarita to the other side. Pivot your toes to face the right side of your mat. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, half lift, find that length. Exhale, keep your length as you deepen your fold. This time it's for you. You can stay in your fold. You might bring hands to outer edges of ankles or feet. If you're craving more work in your shoulders, you can interlace your hands, add that chest expansion. 3 more rounds of breath. You can choke the clasp, slowly release. Strong legs, strong core. Inhale, star pose, flat back, rise all the way up. Exhale, drop it into your goddess, heels in, toes out. So second side, again, I'll let you do your thing. Hands can come to heart. You might kind of dance it side to side. You might drop your hands to your thighs, really open up those knees. Maybe you add a little twist, drop one shoulder, and then the other. Again, you know what your body needs. Take 5 more rounds of breath. One more breath. Star pose, once again. Inhale, get tall. Front of the room, find your warrior 2. Left toes face forward. Just find the shape first. Bend into your left knee. Open up left knee towards the pinky toe side of your foot. So open, open hips. 1 more breath. Reverse your triangle, straighten left leg, reach up and back, lengthen left side body. Exhale, triangle pose. So scoop your butt in, it's not a back bend. Send your hips back, back, back. Think about that connection between ribs and your hips. Squeeze the belly. Lengthen sides of your waist. And maybe this left hand just comes to your shin. That's fine. I'd rather see you send your hip points forward, really open up through the front side of your body, than this like big back bend weirdness where, yeah, your hand is lower, but you're kind of missing the benefits of the pose. Keep reaching crown of head forward, shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Both arms are active. 2 more breaths. Lizard pose, a little bit of stillness. Drop your hands inside of your left foot, pivot your right heel up, and walk your left foot towards the left side of your mat. You choose the style that serves you, active, passive, forearms, palms. If you want that quad stretch, feel free to bend your right knee. Left hand might grab your right foot. About 3 more rounds of breath. Slowly release wherever you are. Bring both hands down, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Big step forward, yogi squat, malasana. I'll let you decide if you just stay in your yogi squat. If you want to add little twists. If you're craving an arm balance, you can play with bakasana, crow pose. 3 more rounds of breath. I'll spare you from the pulses this time. Let's come to stand all the way up. You can reach your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, keep your feet a bit wider than hips width. And just fold forward, let it feel good. A little shake out side to side. Good. Fingertips down, heel toe feet all the way together to touch. Inhale, half lift, a little lengthening, a little reset. Exhale, find your fold. Stand tall, inhale, sweep your arms up, press your palms together. And exhale, bring both hands down to your heart. Take a moment here, come back to your breath. Last little bit, you guys, you got this. So let's ground down through the left foot this time. Find your tree pose. And right foot can come wherever it feels good. Just try to avoid the left knee. You can take any variation with your arms. Maybe you close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Press everything into the midline. Stand a little bit taller. 3 more breaths. Fall out, smile, shake it off, get right back in. Let's bring hands back down to our heart just to ground down. Bring right knee forward and up. Kick right leg back, find your warrior 3. Big balance. Square off your hips. I know it's a lot of work in that left hamstring, but don't forget about the right leg. Keep kicking that right leg back like you're kicking it into a wall. Drop outer right hip, flex your toes down to your mat. 2 more breaths. Release your hands down just to find some stability. Step back a little bit. Half moon, left hand down to mat or block. Right hand can come to your right hip for stability. Stack your right hip over your left. Maybe reach your right fingertips up to the ceiling. 3 more breaths, stay with it. Big transition, warrior 2. Bend your left knee. Step your right foot back. You've been here once before. Find the shape. Gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach your left arm up and back. Open up left side body. Exhale, pulls you forward, extended side angle pose. Last little bit of standing work here, you guys. So find the variation that works for you. Keep pressing this elbow into knee, knee back into elbow. So instead of curling down to your mat, you open everything up. If you want to explore a bind, half or full, now is your time. 3 more rounds of breath. Right leg is straight and super active. You guys, slow and easy release. Let's take an easy twist just to rinse that out. Left fingertips high. Exhale, both hands down. Step left foot back. Final vinyasa of class. Take your flow. In your downward dog, take a big inhale, fill up. Open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Nice and easy, drop down to your knees, send your hips to your heels. Child's pose, you made it. Slow it down, let your forehead rest. Good work, you guys. And slowly start to come up as you feel ready. So for our outer hips, I'm gonna offer square pose. It's a nice forward fold variation. If you know that you're just like super craving a half pigeon right now, feel free to take that. Or if either of these poses are a little bit too much, you can always come onto your back, take a figure 4. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. If you're coming with me into square pose, start with your left knee bent. Shin is parallel with the top of your mat. Flex your left foot. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Open up your right knee over your left ankle. Ground down through both sits bones. If your right knee is quite lifted, always feel free to support it with a blanket, a block, a book, whatever you have. So big shape, big external rotation in both hips. This might be perfect. Fingertips can come by your sides. You can just keep sitting nice and tall. If you're super flexible in those hips, not really feeling anything and want a little bit more, slowly, easily take your time. You might add a little forward fold. You should feel it more in the right hip, the leg that's on top. Maybe close your eyes. Just bring that focus, that energy inward. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Confusion clouds the heart, but it also points the way. And slowly start to come all the way back up. And nice and easy, we'll switch sides. You bring your right shin down, cross your left ankle over right knee, left knee over right ankle. Again, shins parallel top of your mat. And if your left knee is floating in space, feel free to support it, yeah? Ground down through both sits bones, fingertips can stay on your mat, you can sit tall. Or, once you're feeling it, you might add that forward fold. And then of course, if you took half pigeon or figure 4, just switch sides. So if you're tensing up in your shoulders, in your face, let that go. Three more rounds of breath. Really start to come all the way up. We'll take one more forward fold. So you can start by just sending your legs out in front of you. Give yourself a little shake out. And let's take a straddle. So find your seat. Open your legs as wide as feels good. I love this shape, and it's sometimes hard to do it in a packed public class. Now that we're home, we have tons of space. Let's get into it. Let's take a little twist first. So right hand grabs for your left thigh, left hand behind you. You might gaze over your left shoulder. Keep sitting tall. Imagine a string to the crown of your head, lifting up to the ceiling. Good. Come back to your center, other side. Left hand to right thigh, right hand behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, take your twist. Come back to your center, keep that length in your spine. And then start to walk your fingertips forward, fold through center. Really juicy for those inner thighs, the groin. You want to bring a block or blanket underneath your forehead. Feel free. Forward fold, although they're not always easy or comfortable or very introspective. It's a nice way to close everything in. And maybe you close your eyes, slow down your breath, bring that focus, that energy inward. Three more rounds of breath. Let that last breath leave your body. Take your time, slowly, easily come all the way up. Send both legs out in front of you. Just give yourself a little shake out. Come all the way onto your backs. If you are like more than ready for your Shavasana, feel free to make your way there right away. Otherwise, up to you. Take any little movements that your body is craving. Some options. A happy baby might feel nice. You can take a supported bridge, some supine twists. Whenever you feel ready, you can find your final rest. You want to keep up with the kind of hip opening. You might take a Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees open out wide. You can always slide blocks or books under your knees for support. If you just want a traditional Shavasana, by all means, extend your arms, your legs. Just get flat, heavy. Sink into the ground. Give yourself permission to just take a few more moments for yourself in this easy, restful shape. Feel any new energy, openness in your body. Rise and fall of your belly and chest as you breathe in and breathe out. A moment of gratitude for this healthy body, this ability to move, to breathe. Just acknowledging your effort, soak in the benefits of your practice. Please know you can stay here for as long as you'd like. You feel called to slowly start to wake up. You can deepen your breath. You wiggle your fingers, your toes. Reach arms up overhead. Just give yourself a nice big stretch out. And roll into your favorite side. Easy fetal position. Slowly press your way up into a comfortable seat. Feels okay. You can keep your eyes closed. Once you find your seat, you can bring your hands wherever it feels meaningful. Maybe Anjali Mudra, maybe hands to your heart. Let's take one collective round of breath. Exhale, empty everything out. Through your nose, take a big inhale, fill all the way up. Sigh it out, let it go. Thank you so much, friends. Namaste. Thank you, friends. Have a very happy Friday, a good weekend ahead. Thank you for tuning in, for taking care of yourselves. I miss you all. Send you big hugs. Thank you, Veronica.